Being alone on Valentine's Day is nothing to be ashamed about, but the corporate nightmare that encapsulates us all has dictated that we need to share 5 games to keep you entertained on this very special day.
That's right, Joel. The overlords over at Hallmark want to shame you into a relationship so they can sell you more bullshit like
Chocolates,
cards,
flowers,
cute cuddly teddy bears,
and a pregnancy kit for those little parasitic accidents.
Number 5 is The Witcher 3. Okay, so apparently I'm not allowed to put Witcher 3 at the top of all of our lists, but it still stands to me as a perfect game for a lonely Valentine's night. So what if no one loves you in the real world? Put yourself into Geralt's shoes and you've got a whole lineup of women just waiting to be bedded. Get caught up in the Yennefer-Triss love triangle, or spend an evening browsing through the halls in the Passiflora. One thing's for sure, a night out in Novigrad beats crying into the Ben & Jerry's anytime.
Number 4 is Dead or Alive, and you know why. We know why. We've all been there. We all thought it was just a goof with friends to show off this weird booby series, but in reality, we all carried on playing with that door shut, if you know what I mean. Watching a few Let's Plays on the old hub of porn, you know, beach volleyball, we know.
Number 3 is MMOs. Okay, so it's not one game in particular, but an entire genre for you to dive into. We all know how MMOs work by now. You boot up the game, grind away on some wolves, and before you know it, 10 hours have passed, and you're married to a Korean half-elf with a suspiciously deep voice. Remember, when you boot up Warcraft, Elder Scrolls Online, or the Old Republic, you'll be playing with actual real people just as lonely as you.
Our number 2 is Dark Souls. The constant deaths and respawns in Dark Souls are enough to send anyone into a fit of rage, but take a step back. You can accomplish your goal of one day spending money on someone but for a holiday created by capitalism, but instead you can spend it beating up baddies and dying over and over. Maybe reflect on the misery that it could represent to you. The constant repetition. Your life's meaningless. Remember that. And Ollie, our number 1 is The Sims. Sometimes it's easier to create your perfect crush. The Sims is the most absolute perfect game for this, as you can model everything from the lavish life you want to lead to putting yourself in the shame cube for not living up to your partner's expectations.
And so what if you've already found the one? Let's face it, chances are they're not always going to love you. You keep getting rejected by your crush? Well, why not make them in The Sims? Remember, this is a video game and you're in complete control. They can never leave you. Ever.
Also, you can piss on the floor and no one will care.
We hope you enjoyed our top 5 games to play while you're alone on Valentine's Day. Spend your time wisely while we go off on our own Valentine's Day dates.
That's right, so enjoy your Valentine's video games and hopefully we did an effective job of reminding you just how unlovable you really are.
Special, special,